And we are back tonight with new details on a proposed reservoir that would provide water to millions of people in North Texas.
Yeah, we've reported on several cities struggling to keep up with water demands due to the population boom, and this project would help meet those needs.
But as Matt Houston shows us, it would come at the expense of families who have built their livelihoods in some East Texas counties like Titus and Red River.
This room is normally reserved for DFW's mayors and judges. But Monday, it's filled.
If this were to happen, we would lose 3,200 acres personally in the middle of the lake there.
With East Texans. And it's not the first time some members of this crowd have traveled more than 100 miles to make their point.
I don't know if we're not being heard, we're not being understood, or nobody cares, but we're still here.
Here to save their homes. The state has long planned to dam up the Sulphur River and create a nearly 70,000-acre lake, Marvin Nichols Reservoir. Pipes would carry that water to booming DFW, where there may not be enough to quench demand in the next 50 years.
That's going to get you about 3 million people. So that's a population growth in the metroplex of 3 million people that can be supported with that much water. And that's a lot of economic value for the state of Texas.
But people work and live there, too.
This has been a long struggle.
People like Jim Marshall.
We all need water. There's better ways to get it.
And people like Eddie Belcher.
My livelihood, my life is at stake.
The residents warned the lake would devastate the local timber industry, kill native plants and animals, and displace families who've lived on ranches there for generations. The DFW's water problem still needs solving.
We wish there was a better way to capture it and conserve it.
These folks say state planners haven't looked hard enough for alternatives like water conservation.
Just leave us alone. Let us live our lives out where we were born and raised.
The East Texas residents
my home.
And DFW leaders have a few months to compromise, though they've been debating this for decades. A deadline is approaching, and without a deal, the State Water Board will need to pick a side. In Tarrant County, I'm Matt Houston.